Hi guys, with school starting, I wanted to make some quick, easy meals that I can just throw in the freezer, so I wanted to show you how I do that and what I'm making. Today we are making lasagna. Okay guys, the things you are going to need are ground beef. I have about 1 pound here. You can add more if you would like. I also have some Italian seasoning, some pepper, some salt, oven-ready lasagna. I also have some pans that I'm going to be using. I have tomato sauce, a big can, 2 eggs, some ricotta cheese, Italian style cheese. I love this cheese because it has different cheeses in it, and fresh mozzarella. Okay guys, the first thing you're going to do is ground up the beef. I added some salt and pepper and Italian seasoning. Next, you are going to take the whole can of tomato sauce and pour it in. Mind you guys, this is a big can. If you don't have a big can, use 2 smaller cans. That is perfectly fine. Now, with the ricotta mixture, you are going to have ricotta, 2 eggs, some salt and pepper, and some Italian seasoning. Then you are going to mix it up very well. Once you are done with that, you are going to take some of your tomato and meat sauce and layer the bottom. Then you are going to take some noodles and layer it as well. I do not have pretty noodles. I cut them in half to fit into the pan. Once you have the noodles in there, you will then layer some ricotta cheese on top. Now you are just going to continue to layer tomato sauce, noodles, and then your cheese. Once you are done with your layers, you're going to go ahead and add your shredded mozzarella or whatever cheese you have. And since I had fresh mozzarella, I'm going to just tear it apart with my hands and add it to the top. Now you're going to take foil and put it over the top, and then I place these smaller rectangle pans into a Ziploc bag and I freeze it. Next thing we're making is the stuffed shells. Once you cook your noodles most of the way through, I just have some ricotta cheese left over from my lasagna. I'm going to add it to this pan. I have some stuffed shells that I made last week, and I also have tomato sauce that I had already placed in the bottom of the pan. Once you have them all stuffed, you're going to stick them in the pan. I did not put tomato sauce on top because I didn't have enough left over, so I will do that when I take them out of the freezer. Now I'm going to add the fresh mozzarella cheese, just crumble up like I did the lasagna, put the foil on, stick it in the Ziploc bag and freeze it. Once you take it out, thaw it, put it in the oven 350 for about 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay, to start
next we are going to be making chicken, broccoli, and rice casserole.
Some chicken breast, which I have in here. I also put 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, 1 can of water, and 1 can of milk. I'm also going to add salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning, and some parsley. And you let this sit on high for about 4 to 5 hours. Well, about 3 to 4 hours, depending on how big your chicken breasts are. Okay guys, the chicken is now done, so I took it out and I cut it to pieces, little tiny pieces. I don't like big chunks, I like little ones. I have some shredded cheese, some broccoli, and some brown rice. I went ahead and cooked that up as well. So what I'm going to do is take the meat, put it in the bowl, the cheese and the broccoli, put it all in there, and then I'm going to take some of that broth and juices from the chicken that I made and add it to the bowl as well for flavor. Okay guys, once it is mixed, you are going to add it to your pans. I'm going to make one for tonight and one for the freezer. Then you're going to top it with more cheese. And there you have it, yummy goodness. I'm going to stick one in the oven, 350 for about 30 minutes or until the cheese is melted. The other one I'm going to put foil over and put it in a bag and label it. Okay, here is the next recipe. I already did this video. I did a very detailed video on this, so I'm not going to bore you guys and do it again. I will link it up in the description or down in the description or the iCard. But I just wanted to show you that you can freeze this as well. It probably will not stay in our freezer very long because the kids are going to go crazy over it. But basically what this is it's chicken pot pie in these little biscuits. So I make little muffins. And then I'm going to stick them in those pans that I have and freeze them as well. But basically you just mix southern hash browns, or you can get the canned potatoes, peas and carrots, which is in this bowl, shredded cheese, and the chicken with cream of chicken soup. I'm going to add some liquid to this, open these up, put them in a little muffin tin, and then fill them with the filling. Cook them on 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how quick the biscuits cook up, because everything else is basically cooked. You're just warming it. And stick them in the pan, put them in the freezer, take them out, and you can warm them in the microwave if you would like to. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cook them and then freeze them. Okay, so this is pretty much how I do it. I just stick it in this pan, put some foil over it, and put it in a baggie. And all you have to do is reheat it. It's already cooked through. And these will go very quick in my house. My girls absolutely love these. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe.